Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and today it's such a special episode. I'm in Italy with my grandma, and we are making one of our favorite sort of vegetable dishes that she makes quite often, and it's very simple and very similar to the peppers I showed you guys that we made together a couple years ago. But the reason I wanted to share this recipe with you is it's a great alternative if you can't find those peppers and you want something similar with ingredients that I know I'm able to find in my local supermarket. These are her string beans sauteed with garlic and basil and tomatoes. Kind of the same process, very easy and very simple. The ingredients you'll need are a handful. You're gonna start off with some green beans. And these have already been boiled until nice and tender. That's just how she prefers them. If you want yours to have a bit of a bite, then make sure that you cook them a little bit less. These are cooked for about 20-some minutes and perfect for her. She's drained them and they're ready to go. I've got some cherry tomatoes. Some have been quartered, some have been halved, depending on the size. They're really beautiful and juicy. Garlic, olive oil, salt, and basil. Now, really the best green beans to use are the really nice thin ones. Sometimes they're called French green beans. Sometimes you can find them called Italian green beans, but most of the time they're called French green beans. The point is you want them to be really nice and thin because those are the best to make for this recipe. And essere fagiolini fini, non quelli doppi. Esatto. Now we're going to get started right away. Esatto. The thicker ones, the way she says it is that the thicker ones are meant to be sort of dressed with olive oil, salt and pepper, and a little bit of lemon. These are really good to make in sauce. So we are going to head over to the stove and start cooking. A good drizzle of olive oil. We are going to add some garlic to it. How much garlic you add, it's completely up to you. A couple of cloves will do us fine for today. And we're going to wait for this to get nice and fragrant. Just take about a minute or so over about medium heat, and then we'll carry on. She's just adding the tomatoes. She's not going to add all of them because we don't need them all for the amount that we're making. Sì, sì. Sì, sì. Quando andiamo a cucinare? This will take about maybe 7 or 8 minutes until this kind of cooks down a bit and kind of turns into almost like a sauce, but not so thin. You just don't want it to have texture. So we are just I'm actually going to add just a pinch of salt because I want this to be well seasoned, and the boiling water that cooked these string beans was salted. So we always want a really balanced flavor. So, get some matinangore. Okay, let's let this cook for 7 to 8 minutes, and then we will be ready to add the green beans. See, adding my string beans. See, she's reminding me to salt the string beans. No, basilico. Basilico. Beautiful, fresh. Stirring it all in. And I have to tell you a funny story. There's a few things she refuses to pay for. Basil, parsley, celery, garlic. These are all things she feels like they should be free. These are pretty much ready. So I'm going to meet you guys at the table so we can get started and serve up. These look beautiful. See. Now, you can also make the exact same recipe if you don't want to use green beans and something sort of similar. You could use asparagus. That would be really lovely as well. I don't think I've ever eaten asparagus when I was a little girl. I always ate green beans with sauce or peppers. But to each their own. There's definitely a ton of different ways you can do, a ton of different things you can do with this. Same. There's something really lovely about the fresh tomato sauce. It doesn't make this seem really heavy and dense. It makes it seem, it smells very fresh. Even when you bring it up to your nose to eat it, it smells really fresh. You can smell the sweet basil. The garlic has cooked down. It's delightful. And you can do so many different things with it. You can even do broccoli if you wanted to. Endless possibilities. The written recipe will be on lauraandthekitchen.com. Hope you enjoy spending time with us. Salud! I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.